Well, it's cold, hell is hot. Prosper in the law, call it jackpot. Never sell your soul, this is food for thought. Martyr for the Lord, you juggernaut.
The Most High thy power hath chosen thee.
And he have chosen us, read.
To be a special people.
To be a what?
To be a special people.
Read on.
Unto himself. Above all people.
No, equal to.
Above all people.
No, equal to.
Above all people.
No, we bleed the same blood.
Above all people.
The Most High God said the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are above all people. But since we disobeyed the Most High commandments, he put us down in the earth, man. That's why we live in the ghettos, man. That's why we live in the slums, man. That's why we get shot down by the police, man. Right? Because we break the Most High commandments, man. Right? So we gotta repent in these last days, man, and keep the Most High commandments, man.
All right, brother. All right. Thank you, man. All right. My brother, y'all say.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Oh, who?
O children of Israel.
The Most High God said, "O children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans." Read on.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known.
No, the Most High God know everybody.
You only have I known.
The Most High God said he only knows the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right. That's right.
Y'all are the Israelites according to the Bible, man.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity.
And see, this is why we get punished by the Most High, man. The Most High is our Father, man. Look, sister. Hey, sister.
She can't see nothing right now.
Hey, you gotta repent, sister. Come out of that lifestyle, man.
That's right.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Most High had spoken against you.
Hey, brother. Hey, you know what we teach you, brother?
A little bit more than y'all.
Huh?
He said he tapped in. Yeah. He said
Okay,
he tapped
what
in.
we teaching? What's your nationality, brother?
You want to say Hebrew or Israelite or something?
What's your nationality?
My nationality?
Yeah.
I'm a kingdom citizen, dog.
You a kingdom citizen?
You know what a kingdom citizen is?
Yeah. Tell me what it is.
You know what it is.
You a Moor?
I'm a kingdom citizen. I ain't no more.
What is a kingdom city, bro?
What's the true God
So-
of Israel?
so you-
Let me ask you a question. Y'all out here representing the true God of Israel, right?
Yeah.
I know who I am, bro.
That can't
it
be
is.
true. That can't be true.
I hear you.
You
but
know
I'm
who
not
you
gonna
are?
argue with you, bro.
We're not here to argue.
Oh, okay.
But that can't be true. Because
I hear you.
Because there's a. I'm sorry, Salakia.
Ain't y'all, but
Because
okay.
because if you represent the true God of Israel, there are certain requirements that you must fulfill.
That's
right.
And I know for a fact that you are not fulfilling them. I can see you.
Why? Because I'm out here walking
No,
around?
I got a spiritual eye.
That's right.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking about flesh. I got a spiritual eye.
You got spiritual
I
eyes?
know that for a fact. I'm your
God?
brother.
You're God?
I'm your brother. I'm not God.
But you don't know me by.
I'm a
but you
God
don't know
in
me
the
from a
earth.
can of paint. I just told y'all I'm super tapped in, but you don't know me from a can of
No,
paint. You
I'm
just told
gonna
me
tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. Give me.
I
hold
can
on,
teach you something,
Salakia. First Thessalonians 5:21. Hold on, no, brother. Do not run.
Bro,
Do
listen,
not
bro.
run.
He's teaching. I don't want
Salakia.
You can't teach me, bro.
Boy, y'all
You can't be that puffed up to say that. You don't know what I know.
You don't know.
I don't know what I know that.
Then let's leave it at that.
But
I respect y'all for
Hold on,
doing
brother.
it. I respect y'all, bro.
Same thing, likewise, brother. But what I'm
But
saying
don't
is,
say you can look at me and don't do that, bro. That's
based
wrong.
off the wisdom that I've learned, the Most High gives you a spiritual eye. I know how to discern evil from good. What I'm saying is, I can look and see if somebody is walking in the light or they're walking in darkness. It's two totally different things. And I'm not saying you're walking in darkness, but you're not all the way in the light. I know that for a fact. Let me show you that. That's not true. Read that. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 21. Prove all things. Say it again. Prove all things. Say it one more time. Prove all things. If you come out here saying you're a kingdom citizen, that you know more, that you tapped in, you gotta prove that. I'm gonna stand on everything. If I say I'm good, I'm gonna prove that, brother. Right? So if I say I can look at you, right,
Bro, I'm right here, bro.
Why
You
can't
gotta
he
yell,
prove
bro.
he's
No,
I'm right here,
Hold on,
bro.
but
Respect.
give me Isaiah
I'm right here,
58:1.
bro. I'm right
Hold on. Let me ask you a
I'm
question.
right here, bro.
Hold on, brother.
I'm just saying.
Give me
you
a
don't
second.
gotta-
I got
I'm
you.
right here, bro. You can talk.
I
You
got
gotta
you.
put on and
Understood.
I understand what
Why
you
can't he
No,
do
but here's the thing, brother. My God told me to go out and teach a certain way. I can't listen to you versus over my God.
I can't listen to you either. I don't know
Hold
who you are.
hold on. Isaiah 58. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. Now, brother, let me ask you a question, bro. Should I listen? Should I listen to God or should I listen to my brother?
Hold on, brother. Let him teach you. Let him teach. I'm just listen to God.
I listen to God. Watch what God said.
Doesn't
It's
your
the
brother
book of
go
Isaiah,
like
chapter
God?
58 and verse 1. Read. Cry aloud. Say it again.
Cry aloud.
Cry soft. Cry aloud. Speak softly. Cry aloud. What about whisper? Cry aloud. The Bible said, cry aloud, brother.
Every morning.
Hey, brother. The Bible said. See, but you're not. Hold on, brother. Brother, you're not even listening.
Nobody got to listen to you.
Brother, you're not even listening though.
Neither though.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How do black? Hold on, wait. Since you got the answers, how do?
Bro, you disrespecting me, bro.
Hold on, brother.
I'm gonna leave my walk off for you, bro.
Hold on, brother.
That's why nobody don't listen.
You want me to speak? That's not true. That's not true. I speak hate.
Matthew 10 and 27.
Yeah, read that. Read that out. I speak hate.
No.
If this is, no, America speaks hate.
Matthew 10 and 27.
That's who speaks hate. I'm not speaking. I speak love to my brother. And sometimes to rebuke your brother, to correct your brother, it's not comely. It don't look good.
Turn up.
My people are in a downtrodden state right now. And you say I'm preaching hate. I love my people. I want to see my people prosper. I want to see my people in good health. I want to see my people love. Get your hand out of my face, man. Everybody loves talking. Everybody loves talking tough, but you can't stand on the words of God. You don't stand on the words of God. We are the servants of the Lord. We ain't your Christian church pastor, man. We gonna come out and show the words of God according to the word, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. Everybody got something to say, but they don't want to keep the words of God. You're not gangster for the Lord, man.
That's right.
You don't rock with God like us, man. Y'all don't know what y'all up against. Give me John chapter 4, verse 22. Read what you got, man. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 15. Everybody want to talk spicy when they walking back and forth, but you can't stand on the words of God like us, man. Read. For this people's heart is waxed gross. Say it again. For this people's heart is waxed gross. This people's heart is waxed gross, man. Read on. And their ears are dull of hearing. Their ears, they can't even hear. I'm trying to speak to the brother, speak to the sister. They throw the words behind their back. Like when I'm saying they can't give you help, man. What's wrong with loving your people? What's wrong with not creating baby mamas? What's wrong with not being a homosexual, man? What's wrong with those things? Because I want to uplift my people. My people are jacked up, man. Y'all #1 in the prison system. Y'all #1 in diseases. Y'all #1 as murderers. Y'all #1 as baby mamas. Y'all #1 in everything that's bad on this earth. But y'all want to come against the service of the Lord, man. Why? Tell me why. Read. God. And their eyes have closed. We don't speak to all the people. Not even Christ. Christ didn't speak to all the. Give me Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. Christ didn't even speak to all the people. So if I'm a Christian, why would I do what Christ told me don't do? If I'm a Christian, did Christ, no, where's that in the Bible? Where's that in the Bible?
Regardless.
Where's that in the Bible? Where was the love of God when he killed all those Egyptians?
Right.
Where was the love of God when he killed all those Midianites? Right? Where was the love of God when he killed all those Hamites?
Right.
Everybody comes talking about you should preach the words of God and preach love, but God is not all love. God is a man of war. God is a man of war. That's what y'all don't understand. Sis, can you back up for me, sis?
I want to ask a question.
Can you back up though? Stop invading my space.
Let him breathe. Let him breathe.
Stop invading my space.
No, hold on. That's my motherfucking sister. No, that's no, I'm glad too.
No, he trying to preach.
No, I'm gonna let him
Hey,
preach.
brother.
No, I'm
I got you, bro. I'm not even on that type of time.
Keep reading the scriptures.
I'm not even on that type of time.
Keep reading the scriptures.
And we didn't say
All
nothing.
I said was get out my face. All I said was get out my face. The sister invaded my space. That's it.
I did not say you were wrong.
So what did I say wrong? Did I disrespect your sister?
Did I ever say you were wrong?
But you came up pressing me like I'm disrespecting the girl.
Shut up.
Give me hold on, give me
Come on.
No, yeah, take it away. Take it away. I don't listen. I don't move like that, man.
Matthew 10 and
God
27.
never tell me my woman is over me. My woman don't run me.
That's right.
I'm over my sisters. I'm over my community. You talking about leaders of your community. Talking about shut up. Who taught you that, man? Who taught you that lifestyle? You don't go go to another grown man talking and telling him shut up. Come on, man. That's what's wrong with our community now. Our sisters are out here jacked up, man. Because our fathers don't want to teach us, man. Teach your daughters that they should stay in a lady's place.
Right.
Teach your men that they should stay in a man's place. You are not masculine, man. We speak on masculine terms. I am a servant of the Lord. I am not your Christian church pastor. We don't move like that. If you press me, I'm gonna press you back.
That's right.
You talking about service of the Lord, army of the Lord, man. Read. I dropped it.
Matthew 10:27.
Yeah, read what you got, brother.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Say it again.
Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Are we your enemy because we tell you the truth? Right? We your enemy because we tell you the truth. We teach the laws of God. Like I say, what is wrong with us teaching that we shouldn't murder each other? What is wrong with us teaching that we should be family men again and watch after our daughters, our wives, after our children? What's wrong with what we're saying? That you shouldn't be out here sleeping around. What's wrong with that? But now when we teach it, they want to come against the Lord, man. They want to come against the words of the Lord. Absolutely, brother. We appreciate you, man. Right? We come out here to show the true words of God, man. Right? Right? The sister come pressing like I'm a grown man, bro. I'm a grown man. You don't press a grown man like that. You don't know me. I could be a crazy one, man. But she lucky I still in the wisdom of the Most High.
That's
Because
right.
that could have went left very quickly.
Right. Right.
I don't think she understands.
Gird up.
But that's how you know our women are delusional right now, man. They think they could press a grown man like that. And listen, I'm going to tell you this. If it wasn't for America, they would never be doing that.
Right.
In the Middle East, they don't move like that.
Right.
Because they understand there's repercussions for that lifestyle, man. Right? They got to stay in a woman's place. And it's not to say that we abusing them or anything like that. Right? That's not what we're doing. You cannot press a grown man like that. What you holding?
Zechariah 7. Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 11.
This the book of Zechariah, chapter 7 and verse 11. But they refuse to hearken.
Say it again.
But they refuse to hearken. Every time we come out and teach, they refuse to hearken. Read on. And pulled away the shoulder. And they do what? And pulled away the shoulder. We teach the words of the God, and they pull away their shoulder. They say, nah, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm going to chill for the night, bro. I'm going to do my thing, bro. Right? Until that destruction comes. The scriptures say an affliction of the hour make you forget about all your riches. Right? Affliction of the hour make you forget about this whole world. Right? Everything good. You in your health, you in your life, you in your peace, you in your prime. Everything's good right now until the Lord put destruction down on your life, man.
That's right.
That's what y'all don't understand. We come out here to teach the truth of God, man. Read again. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear.
Say it again.
But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. They stopped their ears that they should not hear. Right? And I was about to get with the sister, man. I'm glad the brother brought her away because she got a spirit on her, man. The water. What you holding? Come on, let's get that.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Right.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is what?
Is the man.
Is the what?
Is the man.
Is the what?
Is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. Listen, if my girl outside, my girl not pressing no grown man like that.
Right.
She not doing that. Because guess what? You putting your man in a position now. You got 6, 7 brothers over here. Now you one girl putting your man in that situation.
Right.
And we not moving on that type of time.
Right.
Nobody trying to move on you like that. But if we got to press back, we going to press back. You think I'm going to let you just slap me in my face and everything good? Absolutely not.
Right.
You got another thing coming. Read. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 22.
Read.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
Yep.
For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. Right. The Lord created a new thing in the earth. Read. A woman shall compass a man. A woman has gotten to the point where she compasses a man. She looks at a man and says, shut up.
Right.
Hands all in your face.
Right, hands all in my face. Because guess what? If that's another grown man, it's a whole different story.
Right.
But because she a woman, I got to respect that? Absolutely not. We don't move like that, sis. And you got to get it together because you're going to run into the right one. I got homeboys that don't move like that. That would have been finished from a long time ago. They say, check my resume. They're going to tell you that right before they get up in you. Check my resume.
What were we talking about before all that happened?
What we're talking about is keeping the laws of God.
Okay.
What we're talking about is repairing our community.
Okay.
Repairing things like that. That mindset got to go. Our women cannot move like that any longer. And I'm going to tell you why they move like that. It's because of us.
Right.
It's because of us. We allow that behavior.
She was also drinking, so.
It don't matter. It don't matter. She should know that is not a good idea. That is not a good idea to press grown men that you don't know. Grown men who are athletic. Right? That done took men up to the sky and put them on their head. You don't do that to another grown man.
There's no example of any repercussions of that. So.
What do you mean?
So, in this day and age, we are taught to respect women and not hit them. And the
Yes,
repercussions are
right.
a lot more.
Right.
So now they have they're enabled
Right.
enough to do that.
Of course. They're enabled. America allows that. But when you think about America as a system, America allows these behaviors to happen. You understand? So now we got to come out here and fight that on a spiritual level. Right? Without trying to get physical. The first thing I told, the sister invaded my space. I say, sis, can you just back up? I didn't disrespect. I didn't even get in the scriptures yet. Didn't even disrespect it. Nah. The sister, that's my episode. And that's why we have to put our women back in their proper place.
That's right.
Because that is not right, man. That's not right. What you got, Doc?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Say it again.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Scriptures say a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. What do they call a female dog? I ain't got to say it. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. This is in the Bible. The same God that loved everybody, he said, if you're a shameless woman, so the old folks used to say, look at that girl, she ain't got no shame. Right. That means she's shameless. Right? She just all outside, loud with it. Getting up on brother's face, pushing and pressing them. Read. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with an attire of an harlot. That's what that is. That's that type of behavior. Read on. And subtle of heart. Right. She is loud. Say it again. She is loud. What was that, sister? She is loud. All she do is talk. We know she can't move like that. She is loud. Read on. And stubborn. And what? And stubborn. They stupid, man. I'm gonna say it just like that. Stubborn. Don't want to move. Stiff-necked. Impudent. Hard-headed. Right? That's what that is. And that behavior right there will escalate to somebody getting hurt. Because you want to press, because I'm being polite, asking for my space, and now you want to press me like you're a grown man. You're 5'2", 105 pounds.
Right. Bitch press you for warm-ups.
Exactly.
Bitch press you for warm-ups.
But this is the thing. You got to think, how did that mindset even get into their brain? Right. Why is it that they even feel okay to do these things? They got away with it too long. Got away with it too long. But guess what? It's us that have to start putting, and I'm not advocating go around beating women and doing, I'm not saying that. But you don't back down from no woman like that, man. Right? You don't just say, oh, she told me to shut up, and I just shut up. I'm gonna go.
Right.
All right.
I wasn't
Nah.
taught to either.
We don't do that.
My face, I was taught to hit her.
No. We can't listen. I'm not going that level.
But it
right?
Was
What I'm saying.
It was to show her that you can't
Listen,
do that.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? A lot of women, they understand who to do those things with. When they start pressing somebody, they know who they can get away with that with.
Right. Why do you say beat
Right?
the shit out of her?
No, man.
Hit her.
No.
My
See,
mama.
Esau's way.
That's that Quran doctrine.
Right, that's that Quran doctrine right there. What you got? What you holding?
Go ahead.
Salaki, what time is it?
Hit the woman.
Salakia. Obadiah, come back up. Salakia. Come back up.
Let's go. You gonna teach.
Salakia. Read what you got, man. What you holding?
I don't know. This is Isaiah 3.
Come on, what you holding?
Come on,
I'm
you're
not
always
holding
on
that.
point.
I'm not holding
You're
that.
always on point.
Right? So what we come out here to do is restore the heritage back onto our people. Right? Give me Sirach chapter 19. Right? We want to restore our heritage because if we had our heritage, we wouldn't be moving like that. Bro, everything is messed up with our people. When you talk about the dress code, you talk about the behavior, you talk about the morals, you talk about the principles. It's COVID out here, man.
Oh, I like that.
Right? You talk about all of these things. Our people jacked up on every level. So how do we fix that? Like the brother came by and say, well, I'm a kingdom citizen. My question is, how does the knowledge of being a kingdom citizen help our people? That's not going to help. But guess what can? This Bible. Because I can guarantee you this. We would be the greatest people to ever walk the face of this earth if we kept the commandments of God.
All right. I only agree with you if you tell me what version of the Bible you read.
We read King James Version.
See, that's where you're messing up.
Right. Let's go. Okay, let's get it. Let's go there. Let's go there.
You know
what
what
about
bro?
he was gay? Was he? Let's get Leviticus 20 and 13. Now let me ask you a question. If you practice a certain lifestyle, right, and you're writing a book, you're gonna write that book to go with the lifestyle that you live, right?
Right.
Give me Leviticus 20 and 13. Watch what King James wrote about himself. Read.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
He said if you lie with another man, you pumping another man in the butt, excuse my language, I'm going to tell it like it is. If you do that, he said y'all committed abomination, read on.
They shall surely be put to death.
What did he say?
They shall surely be put to death.
Now, if King James was a gay man and he wrote the Bible, why would he write a judgment against himself?
Right. Actually write the Bible, that's actually sacrilegious. You would have to translate, transcribe.
Y'all get deep with it, but what's the difference
so you're
between
telling
me
me,
and you other than melatonin?
Hold on, you're telling me, hold on, brother, hold on, don't be rude, man. Don't be rude. Let us have a conversation and I'll deal with your question, right?
I'm sorry.
But to deal with what you're saying, what I'm saying, fair, right? Hold on, I got you. I'll answer your question. Give me a second, right? So what I'm saying, hold on, man, stop, listen, guys.
What are we preaching?
You guys, hold on. Hey, brother. Don't be rude, man.
Floor is yours.
Don't be rude. I got you, bro.
Come on,
Don't be rude.
we have a civil discussion, yo.
But hold on, listen. Hold on.
Just back up a little bit.
Listen.
What is y'all religious?
I will answer your question after I'm done. I was first in line. Aren't you a grown man?
But I've been here for 30 minutes.
Okay, you got line. He's still here.
Talk.
Read what you got. Leviticus 20 and 13. Now watch what it says, brother.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind,
This alone. Read.
whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer.
Whosoever hated this brother is a murderer.
I don't hate nobody.
If
I know this man.
us as a people, we are the only people that can look at each other and hate each other for no reason. They don't have this problem.
Because I'm
They don't have this problem. I've sat, listen, I used to work in litigation, right? I've seen these people argue, and right when the court process is over, they go out to eat for dinner. And they were fighting each other like cats and dogs during the trial. That lets you know that they can agree to disagree and still be a family. Us, we got to take each other head off, right? Give me Mark 4 and 15, man. Because this man is the devil. This man is the devil. He's the devil. You're the devil. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. You're the devil. No, you're the devil. I'm trying to teach my brother to love your people, and here go the white man saying, love everybody. They weren't saying that when we were in chains. Why weren't they saying that when they fed the babies to alligators? Why weren't they saying those things?
I'm the devil.
Right? Give me Mark 4 and 15. Read.
It's the book of Mark chapter 4 verse 15.
Watch what the Bible says.
And these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately.
Say it again.
Satan cometh immediately. Satan cometh immediately.
Teach, what did he do?
Satan cometh immediately.
Brothers listening, what did he do?
Satan cometh immediately.
Every time we start teaching the brother, Satan want to come immediately, trying to uproot
Who
the
is
word.
Satan? Okay,
trying
who
to
is Satan?
uproot the word. What I'm trying to sow into your mind, into your spirit, into your heart, is that we keep the laws of God, that we will be a better people. If we keep the laws of God, we will be on high instead of low. God, give me Deuteronomy 31 and verse 19. Read.
I'm
This
speaking
is the book of Matthew,
long history.
chapter 13, verse 19. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and understand it not,
Listen,
then
I grew
cometh
up
the
Christian.
wicked one. Say it again.
Then cometh the wicked one.
Who comes?
Then cometh the wicked one.
Then cometh the wicked one. Read. And catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. And he's trying to cast away which is sown in your heart. What I'm telling you is good. It's not good to sleep with men. It's not good to hate your brother. It's not good to eat pork. It's good to keep the Sabbath day. Everything I'm teaching you, he's trying to uproot. I'm trying to tell you don't trust your enemies. I'm trying to tell you that these people are the ones that brought us here on slave ships, and you can't trust them. Give me Sirach chapter 12, verse 6.
There's actually the Spaniards too.
No, exactly. We don't trust them either. We don't get down with the Spaniards, man.
of slavery.
Verse 10,
Actually,
right?
Responsible.
Right? Hey, brothers. Hey, brothers. Hey, brothers. Hey, let me ask y'all a question, right? I got a quick question for y'all. Would y'all say that black men are treated fairly here in America? I want to read one thing for y'all go. Give me Deuteronomy 31:19.
Yes,
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 19.
This is what the church ain't talking about. When they killed Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Sandra Bland, the church don't want to address that. But we're going to address the elephant in the room tonight. What did God say? Read.
That was right. No one's saying that's right. Like that's a whole generalization. I'm saying y'all are the truth.
Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Here we go.
Like this is so like diabolical.
No. It's a lot deeper than
Verse 20. For when I shall have brought them into the land which I swear unto their fathers, that floweth with milk and honey, they shall have eaten and filled themselves.
Hold on, Salaki, that's not what I want. Give me Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 22. Salaki. Give me one. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Stay with me, brother. Stay with me. Give me 1 second. I want to show y'all this. This is important for us as black people. Because what I'm trying to tell the brother, us as black people. Give me 1 John 3:15. Us as black people, we don't have love for each other. We the most downtrodden people. We live in the hoods, the ghettos, the sticks, the slums. We trying to fight to make it, man. We trying to fight to climb up here, and we got to work 10 times as hard. Why is that? If you talk about anything with God, the reason why God put us in these positions in America is because he said that we were disobedient to the words. He told us. He said, because you don't want to serve me, I'm going to make you serve your enemy. Slavery is written in the Bible. The reason why we have to serve the white man, the reason why we have to go to work $15 an hour, $20 an hour, while they making $60 and $70 an hour, is because God said, you have not kept my words, so I'm going to make you the tail instead of the head. We're the most special people on the earth. Everybody know that. Got the most sauce, got the most juice, we got the talent. We the smartest, we look the best, we got the sauce. But why are we living in the conditions we live in? It's because we don't keep the words of God. Read what you got. Ezekiel. I got you. I'm gonna come back to that.
Ezekiel 28.
39 and 23.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 39 and verse 23. And the heathen shall know.
Hold on, watch this, brother. Hold on, watch this.
And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity.
For what?
For their iniquity.
Hold on, hey, brother, let me ask you this. Why did black people go into slavery?
Because this is dogmatic. It's all bullshit. I'm talking about real history, and y'all trying to not address it.
somebody went against the king of Israel, right?
Not necessarily. I know where you're going with it, but that's not the reason. I'm going to read the reason. Hold on, let's get to the point. Read.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 39, verse 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity.
For their sins. Read on.
Because they trespassed against me.
Because we trespassed, we broke the laws of God. Read on.
Therefore I hid my face from them.
He hides his face from us till this day. Give me Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Read.
And gave them into the hand of their enemies.
Gave us into the hand of our enemies. So when you think about us, think about this for a second. You got 400 of us as black people, the strongest people on earth. And you got 10 plantation slave masters that controlled 400 people. How in the world is that possible?
They did it with that book.
No. It's not. No.
Book, though.
That's not true. What verse did they use?
I can't go back in history.
What? No. The scriptures say prove all. What verse did they use to keep 400 people from rebelling against 10 people?
It's the book of they use
Confounded.
the Bible.
That's not confounded. That's not true. That's not true.
It's not true.
That's not true.
So,
because listen, I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
Even when you talk about, give me what's the one in Psalms? I'll put their kings in chains.
Psalms 149.
149
and 6.
Come on, let me get that.
Psalms 149.
Because the Bible, when you read the Bible, it actually tells us to rebel against them. So you know they weren't teaching us these things.
Well, they were teaching.
They taught us
you can taught because they can't read. They were
They taught a white Jesus, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm saying is they didn't teach the Bible.
Okay.
It's the same concept.
Okay.
It's the same concept. If I ask you right now, does God love everybody? What would you say? See that? And that's not in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? That right there, and I'm not getting on you, brother, but what I'm saying is that's what the Christianity teaches. and they use that Bible. They're not teaching the Bible. They might have it open, but they're saying what they want to say when it's open. When it's open for us, we go verse by verse, line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little and there a little. That's what we do, right? Read what you got.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149 and verse 6. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand.
So what did God tell the Israelites to do? Have a two-edged sword in your hand. Read.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
Execute vengeance upon the who?
Upon the heathen.
Upon the who?
Upon the heathen.
Everybody that wasn't an Israelite is considered a heathen. He told the Israelites, God chosen people while we were in slavery. They were reading that book, right? If we were truly reading, they would know that he told us, get your swords and execute judgment upon the heathen.
That's right.
Read.
And punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains.
Bind their what?
To bind their kings with chains.
I don't know about you, but if I'm a slave and I read that, I'm gathering all my brothers and we doing work tonight.
That's right.
That's what we gonna do. So that's how you know they're not teaching the Bible. Give me Baruch chapter 3 verse 8. Come on, this is the book of Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. It wasn't because they did it. I want you to understand that. This was something spiritually done by God because of what? Read. God, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Up until this day, right? 2023, 1804, 1710, 1613. Read. We are yet this day in our captivity. Where thou hast scattered us. He scattered us, read on, for a reproach. Keep reading. And a curse. And a curse, read on. And to be subject to payment. To be subject to what? To be subject to payment. It's because God did that. They don't have the power. God gave them the strength to do that. Spiritually. It's only by the Spirit can you control 400 people working on a slave plantation. The strongest people on earth. When you look at our people, look at the hood, man. Right? You look at our people, you don't even got to work out. You know that you're the strongest. So how the heck did they do that? You know why? It's because God said we are subject to payments. Baruch chapter 4 verse 6. This is the book of Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations. Say it again. Ye were sold to the nations. Now weren't we sold? We were sold into captivity, sold into slavery. Read. Not for your destruction. Not for our destruction though. Read on. But because ye moved God to wrath. We made God very angry. That's why we went into slavery. Read. Ye were delivered unto the enemies. You were delivered unto the enemies. He said you were delivered. Like a pizza. If you order a pizza, somebody's going to bring it. If it says delivered, right? That means you ordered it. He comes to your door, ring the doorbell, delivered.
Okay, so who did
He
it?
gave it over.
What did we specifically do?
Deuteronomy, go. What you
Luke
got?
1 and 17.
Yeah, let's get it. Give me Deuteronomy 28. What you holding?
Isaiah 14.
Come on, go to Deuteronomy 28. Good. Now you're asking the good questions, brother. And I want you to understand. I'm not against you. I am with you.
No, I know that.
But I want to build you up from here. Like your understanding is a little skewed. So I want to make sure you're correct with a walk. You're trying to get on the right path. Because this can help us, man. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you don't believe nothing I say, I'm telling you, the words that are written in this Bible can help us become kings again.
Okay, I just really have a problem with the King James Version.
But
There's so many better versions, though.
What problem do you have? You still haven't proven that.
It's translated into English and not its original text.
Okay, I speak.
So
We speak Hebrew, right?
translation.
Okay, we speak Hebrew, right? We speak the Lashawan Kodash, right? If I say Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah, what does that mean? Clueless. So you gotta read it in English, brother.
I would have to learn the Hebrew.
Okay, you gotta learn it in English first. You can't understand Hebrew without reading the English. You would have to read the English. Now, what we do to get a better understanding, we'll see that you have something called the blue letter or the concordance, right? What we do, we'll look at that word. If it doesn't make sense, all right, let me take a look at this word. What does this word translate to the Hebrew? Now you can connect the dots. But you cannot do that without reading the English. What I'm trying to tell you is that you've been taught to neglect the King James Version when this thing could save your life.
That's right.
If we kept the words of God, we would not be moving like this as black people, as Hispanic people. We kill each other because they don't know the words of God. We make baby mamas because we don't know the words of God.
That's right.
We jacked up out here, man. Diseases are everywhere in our community because we don't practice the words of God. And you can't tell me, don't read the King James Version when our people are jacked up. But if we listen to this, we wouldn't be in that position. When you watch First 48, every single time, brother, hold on, brother, you can't be that close to him, brother. Hold on, give me a 1 second. Let me do it, I'll get to you.
Yes, sir.
Right, I'm going to finish on my point real quick. So what I'm saying to you is, brother, the things that are written in this book can only help us. Read what you got, and I want to start right real quick. Hold on. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 1 and verse 17. Come. For we have sinned before the Lord. And disobeyed him. And what? And disobeyed him. We sinned before the Lord and we disobeyed his words. Read. And have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God. We have not listened to the words of God. You cannot go around saying don't listen to that book when that's the reason we're in the condition. Because they didn't listen to the book. So you're only perpetuating the destruction of our people.
They didn't have the King James Version back then. They had the original text.
What I'm saying, brother, we don't speak Hebrew. If I go to the average person, right? Our people got goals with the pants hanging off. They're not. If I go to them and start read that in Hebrew, they're gonna be like, I don't know what that brother's saying.
Okay, but English isn't our language. We can go to
I understand.
We can go to Hebrew. We can go to
brother. I understand that, but to connect with the people first, I cannot come out here reading the Hebrew.
Okay.
I have to read it in English. Now, if we want to go deeper, you want to come to the class. We read the Hebrew all the time. We go to Hebrew words, Greek words, Aramaic words all the time to give better understanding. But if I'm out here giving basic knowledge to people that don't even know Genesis 1 and 1, they can't even find where that book is.
Right.
They're not going to understand what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's going to be null and void. Right. That's what I'm saying. So you would have to speak English. Give me what did I want? Sirach chapter 1 and verse 26. Health and peace. Right? Health and peace. That's what we are here to preach. Because our people do not have those two things. Our people live a chaotic lifestyle and think it's normal. Right? Every other day it's just chaos. Your people call you, this going on, that going on. It's like, brother, every time you call me, it's like something bad is going on. Why? I'm going to show you. Read. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 17. No. 1 and 20. Is it 17? The perfect health? Yeah. This is go. There's the book of Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 18. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom. Say it again. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom. Right? Making peace. Making what? Making peace. The fear of the Lord means to keep the commandments. It makes peace in your life. Read on. And perfect health. And what? And perfect health. Our people are sick with diseases right now. We are #1 in every single disease except for skin cancer. Every single one. I'm just telling you the truth. Right? I took a health promotion class in college. That was the first thing they taught us in that class. Black and Hispanic people make up the #1. They are #1 in every single cancer, fibroids, right? High cholesterol, diabetes, stroke, right? Amputations. We are #1 for all of those things. Why? It's because we don't keep the commandments of God. God said, if you keep the commandments, you shall have peace. Read that again. Fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health. And perfect health. Read on. To flourish. To flourish. Our people don't flourish with peace and perfect health. Got to look behind your back everywhere you go. Right? Got to schedule this appointment, that appointment, this appointment because your heart going bad. Young people too. So what I'm saying is the words that we're teaching in this Bible can give us life again. Give me Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. It can give us life if we just hearken to the words. But we're not hearkening. We think we're too prideful to say, you know what? King James a white man. That's the King James version. The white man is the devil. I don't want to hear nothing about that book. But what is going to save us? Egyptology? Right. What have they done for us? Islam? I don't see them in the street. They not where we go at. Right? When we go to these neighborhoods and it's a brother or a sister dead every other week, right? They not in those same neighborhoods because they scared. But God told, give me Ezekiel, what you holding up? Come on, give me Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 3. Come on, this is the book of Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. I think it's 2 and 2. This is the book of the commandments of God. It's the book of the commandments of God. Read on. And the law. And the who? And the law. The law, the Holy Bible, read. That endureth forever. Read it. All they that keep it. If you keep the laws of God, read. it shall come to life.
Say it again.
Shall come to life.
If you keep the laws of God, you shall come to life. You shall raise up. You shall put your boots on, your fringes on. You shall be a pillar in your community to stand up against wickedness, the violence, right? To stop the victimization of black people, right? If you keep the commandments, but if you leave them, if you break them, read.
But such as leave it,
Read.
shall die.
Shall what?
Shall die.
We shall die, man. And we don't want to die. I'm tired of seeing our brothers dead. I'm tired of seeing our sisters die. Right? How many more things we got to go through before we realize we have tried everything in the book? Tried marching, we tried petitioning, we tried donating, we tried asking for money, we tried to build our own community, tried to build our own city, had our own bank, had our own home, tried to build a family. Nothing works. Why? It's because God said, I am the only one that can release you out of the captivity that I have put you in. Martin Luther King is not going to save you. Come on, I got you. Martin Luther King is not going to save you out of this captivity. Right? Malcolm X could not save us out of this captivity. Toussaint could not save us. Right? Nobody would be able to save us from the destruction of our people but God himself. But God said there was one thing. You're going to know that I have put you in captivity because of your iniquities. I have put you in this position as a people. And I will continue to make examples out of your people as long as you continue to break my commandments. We break the commandment. How many people in your life do you know that keep the commandments of God?
A lot of them.
That's cap.
No, everybody that I'm
So
really my mom, my brother.
you see them wearing this?
No, what's that?
Numbers, give me. You know what I want. Numbers chapter 38, verse 15.
15.
That's a commandment. Watch this.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes.
Say what?
That they make them fringes.
Speak unto the children of Israel, which we are. He said, tell them to make them fringes. Read on.
In the borders of their garments.
In the borders of their garments. If you look around, all the brothers that keep commandments around you got fringes on. All of them. Read.
Throughout their generations.
So that means forever. Your sons got to put them on. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5.
It's not like a metaphor?
No, that's real.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
How is that a metaphor, right? So upon the fringe, you put upon the fringe a border of blue, which is what we got. So everybody around here has the border of blue with fringes. What you got?
So like, what's the metaphorical breakdown?
Yeah, give me the meta. What meta? How could that be a metaphor?
Well, if you go to the actual language, it might say something different.
Well, what's the one for Christ?
Matthew 9:20.
Yeah, let's get that real quick. Because Christ himself, you would say you want to follow Christ, right? Hey, brother, where you going, brother? Where you from? Where your people from?
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican, come back. You gotta stay for a little bit longer, man. I hear you. The scriptures say, "My sheep hear my voice." There's a reason you still standing here.
Yeah, Venezuela, man, I know I am.
So so now, what are you gonna do after you know that? Give me. You hold us somewhere.
Give me 9 and 20.
Deuteronomy 10 and 12. So I want to deal with this fringe, and I'm gonna show you something before you go.
Read what you got.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 9, verse 20.
So you know, we would consider ourselves Christian if we follow God, right? We have to go through Christ to get to the Most High, right? That's His Son.
Christ, yes.
His only begotten Son. Not the white Jesus. I'm not talking about him.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Christ of the Bible, right? Our brother, our people, right? Read.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 9, verse 20. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment. Now, when you go into that word "him" in the Greek,
it's craspadon.
Right? Craspadon, right?
That means literally a fringe.
Literally.
So Christ was literally wearing fringes.
So where did he get that law from? Right there, Numbers 15 and 38, 15.
That's right.
15:38. Salaki, I'm tripping. Right, Numbers 15:38. That's where he got that law from.
So you're saying the Bible was before Christ?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Right. Well, let me not. I don't want to go.
What
there.
do you mean by
that?
that?
Yeah. That's a deep question.
That is a deep question, isn't it?
All right. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna get up out of there. Right. Christ was here from the very beginning.
That's right.
I'm not going any further unless you come to class.
Yeah, that's the deep
I'm not
water.
going any further than that because we're
waters.
gonna be here until 6
That's
o'clock
deep
in the
water.
morning.
You're gonna
Right? I'm gonna say that and leave that there. So let me deal with you real quick. Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
No, I'm coming.
Let's get it poppin', it's the prophet Zamar, LOZ soldier, and Yahweh told me, wake up my people, it's almost over. In the synagogue of Satan been faking, we gon' expose them. So is iron rusted, so is his wickedness, they corroded. And John 3:16, the only verse these Christians quoting. I'm looking at them like, what the hell y'all been smoking? The kingdom is